Hello, and welcome back to Make It Go. This is going to be my 11th timer, so that means I have spent a little bit over 5 hours so far making this, which has been fun. And now we are going to get into the point where we're actually going to be able to start reading stuff from an HTTP servlet request, which should be interesting. So last time we left off, I said I had a little bit of reading to do, and I did. So I went and implemented something that is just a generic. So I went and read up a proxy, and I took all of their goo that I was supposed to use to make them work, and I put it here. So in order to get a proxy to work, you have to have the class you want to proxy. You make an invocation handler, which has the single method on it of invoke, and you do some proxy.static nonsense stuff. So right now, this will create a proxied interface of this interface. So I'll create this interface, and it'll print out value hello. So you run that, you'll see it work. So at this point, we'll need to make that better or more serving to my purpose, which is going to be taking a map of string array and serving up data from it and doing some minor type coercion. And here we go. Now, then, let's start with writing a test where everything starts. Get rid of that nonsense. We will test this invocation handler. We'll actually move it out of that guy. Move it out to its separate object. Write test. Not sure what we're going to test exactly. Okay, well, step 1. Do not link. Yeah, linked. Do not link. Not sure why I did that, but oh well. Test. We'll call it test. And we will hand this a new hash map. Oh. Ah, that's why it didn't link. Well, protected. I don't want anyone constructing those other than my test. There you go. And that links. Oh. That's weird that it linked because of a private constructor. I wonder what JetBrains or IntelliJ is doing to do that. Or why they made the decision. But the decision was made. Tests don't link if they have private constructors, apparently. Okay. So now, we're not going to ignore the invoke method for now. Well, no. So, we're going to write a method in here. It's going to be string get param name from method. It's going to take a method. Actually, it's going to take a string. Method name. Get param name from method name. Return an empty string for now. So, let's test methods. Method name. Actually, let's just. Okay. Test. Given Java getter or Java bean pattern return param. So this is going to look like something like get value, and we want that to map to value. Because that is what, so they would send up value in the HTTP servlet, or the HTTP request, they're going to put a parameter there called value. I expect to get that, what I call a get value. Okay, so let's put that into an assert, and let's make this a helper method. Get param. We're going to assert that is going to be value. That's what I want it to be anyways. Okay. It's empty string because I'm not doing anything with it. Now, let's do a few more of these. So, if you actually just created the method value, I would expect that to map to value. If you had is value, I expect value. That should be about it for logic. So value is value. That's relatively easy. Just return the method name. If you had this, I expect value. Although, I don't know that camel case is there. Let's actually just stick with Pascal case. If you have lowercase, you should call the method value, each value. If you have uppercase, be value, give value. The value is stick to Pascal case. That way I only have to strip the is and the get. Okay, so if method dot starts with is, return method dot substring 2. I believe that should cut it off what I need. Yep. Method dot substring get, and I want starts with not substring. There we go. Format everything. There we go. Okay. So at this point, I should have enough information to get so I want a string array get from method name. It's going to be string. Now we're going to return that. Okay, let's test that. So what this method should do is call get name from parameter and pull anything out of the map value. Test retrieval of data based on method name. That's not even close to how I retrieval. Retrieval. I before E. Learn something. Retry eval. Retry eval. That makes me chuckle. Okay. I need one of these. H. Not a very good descriptive name, but I'm going to be sure. We'll put a hash map of that. Data.put value new string array. Hello world. So that should be h dot so get value. Oh, I don't know what's happening. I'm not sure if is will work for this, but we will find out. Let's give a value. I expect this. Oh, value. Expect that. You're just gonna have the same checky marks up here. It's value. Really? Get from method name. Get data from method name. Run. So that should be null. Okay. Base thing. See if that works. Okay. Okay, that means I'm case sensitive. It's just fine. It's what I want. I should change this. Hello world. Just to make the point that these are different. Well, actually, at this point, get value should return that. It returns null. We should get param name. Wrapped the wrong thing. Param name. Go. We need is value to do that. And then these should return this one. Okay. That's what I expect. So I can strip off the stuff. And now I don't particularly wish to call invoke. Well, sure, let's do that. With just strings. Okay. I need a class. Public static. Or public interface. My request implements extends request. I'm going to have a string get value. I'm going to have a list of string get value. And those are mad. Really? That's right. Because in Java, we don't use our method return type as part of our per signature, so I can't get value list. Some days I wish that that was actually part of my method signature because it makes a lot of sense, but then it has to make a decision when it goes to invoke it. Okay. Makes sense. Okay. So this is going to come up with put value. String array. Let's say hello world. Actually, this one will say goodbye moon. Or good night moon. Hello world, good night moon. There we go. My request. This should give us the first one in that list, which is good. Right now, it's probably going to tell us hello. Yep. Okay. So, for this, we need to say get data from method name, method.getName. Get data from method name. That's a string array. Params. And let's just go ahead and return the first, if that's, yeah. Just go ahead and just return the first thing out of that array. Because they always send up data. Everything is always full. Nothing bad can ever happen. There we go. Get value list. So now I expect this to be this. The reason I'm going to convert it to a list is because I don't like dealing with arrays. They don't have nice gets and stuff. I got a null pointer. Get value list. Ah! I got a null pointer because I never put that in there. Okay? Well, that's not what I was testing. So, since that is not what I was testing, value list. Single one here. This should explode for a different reason. That means I need to write another test to catch that. Java lang.
I don't know that one.
Cannot be cast to string list. Okay. That makes sense. So now we have to ask a question. Next thought is, how am I going to get a list of, say, ints? Because I don't have that type information. Do I? Quick Google search. Java get type of list runtime. Let's. Ooh, I might actually be able to get it. Maybe. Okay, yeah. I can get the generic type off of a parameterized type. Neat. Okay, so I can't get those. I didn't know I could do that. Learn something new every day. Okay. So for now, though, if method.get return type dot is assignable from list.class return arrays.asList params. There you go. Parameters. Go, cat, go. Okay. Let's go string not get not found. I would expect null to return out of this. And it's going to want me to cast that to a string. It's the null string. It's a string that's subtype null. There we go. That's going to null pointer because it's not there. Which means I need to have a check here. If parameters equals null, return null. Okay. So now we have to start asking questions. Like whether or not that if it is like an integer, I want to cast, or I want to bring it into the type int, or I want to make it a uppercase I integer. Well, actually, it'll always be an uppercase I integer. Yeah, some casting nonsense will go on here. Okay, back to focusing. Now we have that. Let's go modify our simple handler, not our simple executing handler. Test to make sure that this guy uses it now. Okay. Let's make another one of these guys. Executor with request. We're going to make a public interface my request. It's going to extend request. We're going to make this a type request. There we go. It's going to have the string get value. Handle with request. And it is just going to return it. Go. Okay. Now then, this guy is going to need a better name. Get executable method executes expect request returned. So we're gonna have to actually give him a new one of these. I don't. Wrapper, what are you? You take a servlet request. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to put that somewhere. We're gonna call that mock. Well, dummy. Dummy. Then we're going to move him up. And we're going to override one method. Get parameter map. Parameter map. And we're going to return a new hash map. And there's going to be exactly one thing in it. Map, map, map. I believe that one thing is going to be a value. Yep, value. Okay, step one is assert not null. But, yeah. Did it do anything? Really, it's not null. What is it? Should I? Nope. Called the wrong thing. Executed off to the wrong method. Look at that, it was null. Okay. Text. Handle. So now, we need to say, this is request invocation handler dot create method dot get return type method dot nope request dot get parameter map. This is mad because I actually need to so I need to get the parameter off of the interface. Okay. Step one, value. Get generic. Get type parameters. Key capture type variable. Capture of question mark that extends executable. It's an array. Type parameters. You need the 0th one. And that is the class I believe I want. We will find out if this does anything. Also, we'll see what I have. Get class? No, what are you? So you're a type variable of thing that extends thing. Type variable. What does a type variable have on it? Get generic declaration. Get annotated bounds. Get name. Get annotations. Get declared. Get type name. Get class. Get annotated bounds. What are annotated bounds? Returns an array of annotated type objects the use of the type to denote the upper bound of the type parameter. Zero of the type parameter, not bound. Get bounds. Get generic declaration. Returns the generic declaration over. Okay. We'll call that. What did you do? Class question mark extends executable. That's what I want. Is it? No, I don't know what that is. Okay. Well, now, see, I need to get this dude. Hey, that guy's class. Actually, I don't know that I do. Actually, at this point, we're just going to make this exception. Which is fine, because I'm just going to throw it. And we'll see if this does what I want it to do. It may or may not, because I may not be in the same class. Because I don't know that I can cast that to the lower bound. Which I can't. So, I have to get the class type of the execute method. But for now, I am out of time, which means I will probably have to end up looking up execute by its name. Boop, 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 ba-doo. Okay. So this needs to be whatever type of execute was, so whatever my question mark is. I don't actually know if I can get that or not. So, more reading is in order. This has been episode, our timer 11 of To Make It Go, the making of To Make It Go. See you later.